Debby about to make that final landfall just to the south of Myrtle Beach, likely later on into the overnight and into the wee hours of Thursday morning. And for now, out ahead of it, for us here locally, it's just been another day of those spotty tropical downpours, some heavier showers quickly developing and rolling through from kind of southeast and wrapping around and moving to the southwest at times. That's what we have just in the north of Uptown, northwest Mecklenburg County, seeing a patch of heavier rain there. We've had some heavy rain over Hickory, heading down into Lincolnton. A lot of the rain tapering off. Gastonia is mostly dry right now, and then another heavy shower just to the south of Shelby. But the widespread steadier rain continues to plague those eastern portions of South Carolina, heading into North Carolina to Bennettsville, Hartsville, and even eastern parts of Chesterfield County, getting in on a heavier band of rain coming in. So this is how it looks the rest of this evening and going into the overnight. Notice how we get closer and closer to sunrise tomorrow morning. Those rain chances get higher and higher. So here it comes, the main impact from Debby into tomorrow. And it's going to last pretty much all day long, often on rounds of torrential rain at times. We've got 80 degrees, that warm and muggy temperature right now. Look at those dew points sitting in the mid 70s, relative humidity 82%. We've had the wind picking up today out of the northeast and some higher gusts. At last check, I saw them even around 30 plus miles per hour. We have one of the higher wind speeds, 28 miles per hour around Concord. They will increase again into tomorrow afternoon. We've got the cooler mid 70s to the east after the rain today, and 70s up in the mountains in between. Most of us still sitting in the low and mid 80s, closer to 90 up there for you all in Morganton. So here's Debby making that landfall late tonight, still as a tropical storm. It actually got a little stronger today. That wind speed is up to 60 miles per hour, and then it gets gradually weaker, but still producing those 35 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts as it slices right through parts of the Piedmont up toward the Triad, likely as a tropical depression by that time. And then finally it moves up and away, and people up around parts of New England and heading into eastern Canada will be dealing with the remnants from Debby heading into the weekend. So for us tomorrow, it's just rain all around, just a total washout of a day. Temperatures mainly hovering in the 70s with that gusty wind. Let's check out future radar. You can see some of the heavier bands of rain starting to wrap in, still mainly impacting areas along Highway 74 to the east, Stanley County, for the next several hours and into much of the night. But once we move past 7 o'clock in the morning, that's when likely those heavier pockets of rain will be just kind of overspreading more of the area all the way up into the mountains and foothills. So you all will get some heavier showers, maybe some rumbles out there too, right on into late afternoon, evening. It's still hanging around through possibly about 10 or 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Finally, by Friday morning, we'll still have some rain around, but the widespread, heavier, intense rain is done. And then we'll just be dealing with some lingering flooding issues where they do arise into tomorrow. How much rain are we talking? Up to about 3, 4, 5 inches, but certainly some isolated higher totals are possible here. Now that's from the foothills and east out toward the sandhills. Notice how those numbers drop off. Generally about an inch or two, maybe around 2.5 inches up around the mountains and foothills. So some flooding may happen there too. Briefly, the mountains, the higher elevations into Friday. The flood watch now includes you all in Ashland, Watauga counties, Hickory down Highway 321 all the way into York County, South Carolina. Forecast wind gusts, notice compared to today how those numbers get just a little bit higher. 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts can't be totally ruled out into tomorrow afternoon. That's when those numbers may peak, and then we'll still have some lingering breezes into Friday and the first part of the day on Saturday. Mountain forecast for you all, highest rain and storm chances through Friday, especially tomorrow, as I just showed you. But the weekend is looking drier out there in the high country. It's going to be beautiful as that sunshine returns. 7-day forecast shows that pinpoint weather alert day for tomorrow. So just a day to stay extra weather aware for that possibility of flooding. That is definitely the main threat. And then heading into the weekend, we'll hold on to minor chances of spotty showers and storms, but definitely much drier than what tomorrow is going to look like.